Ready to dive into something mind-blowing.
Always up for that.
Today, we're tackling parallel universes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a deep dive
Cool.
into an article called Saishe Or.
Okay.
And basically, it explores this crazy idea that there might be tons of other realities out there.
Right.
Maybe even with other versions of you.
Whoa.
Living totally different lives.
I like it.
So we're going from like the latest physics research to, what we see in sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
And breaking down what these parallel universes could be.
Okay.
The science behind them and what it all means if they're actually real.
Big implications.
Right.
Absolutely. This topic is so fascinating. It's gone from just, science fiction to actual scientific theory.
Right.
So we're like cutting edge physics meets imagination.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start basic.
Sure.
What even is a multiverse?
You can think of it like a giant tapestry with like countless threads.
Okay.
Each thread is a different version of reality.
Oh, wow.
And that's basically the multiverse.
I like that.
The source material we have points to two main theories.
Okay.
Quantum mechanics and string theory.
Those are big ones.
Yeah.
I've heard of them, of course.
Yeah.
But they always kind of make my head spin.
It's complex stuff.
Let's start with quantum mechanics.
Sure.
What does that have to do with parallel universes?
So quantum mechanics studies the really tiny world.
Okay.
Atoms and the particles inside them. And in that world, things act super differently than how we experience things, day to day.
Right.
Like one of the key things about quantum mechanics is that a particle can exist in multiple states at the same time.
Okay.
It's called superposition.
Superposition. Okay.
Until we actually observe it.
Got it.
It's like flipping a coin.
Yeah.
It's both heads and tails until it lands.
Oh, interesting. So instead of landing on one side,
right,
the quantum world, the coin is both.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics takes that even further.
Okay.
It suggests that instead of collapsing into just one state when observed, each possible state actually splits off.
Oh, wow.
Creating a separate universe for each outcome.
Whoa.
So in one universe, the coin lands on heads.
Okay.
In another, tails, and so on.
So every time there's a quantum event, reality splits.
Yeah.
Creating a new universe for every possible outcome.
They got it.
That means there's an insane number of universes out there.
An incredible number.
Wow.
And that's just one theory, right?
Oh, right. There's more.
There's more, yeah.
Okay.
So then we have string theory.
Okay, string.
Which says that everything in the universe is made up of these tiny vibrating strings.
Okay.
You can think of them like guitar strings. The way a string vibrates determines what the particle is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
Okay.
But how does that lead us to parallel universes?
Well, one of the interesting things about string theory is it needs extra dimensions to work more than the ones we experience.
Right, right.
So like beyond length, width, height, and time, these extra dimensions are kind of curled up, hidden from us, but they could be big enough to hold entire universes.
Whoa.
Imagine the spaces between the threads.
Oh, okay.
In that tapestry we talked about earlier.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
So string theory is saying there could be universes hidden in these extra dimensions.
Right.
Like secret pockets of reality that we can't even perceive.
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow, this is blowing my mind.
And there's another piece of the puzzle.
Okay, there's more.
Yeah, cosmic inflation.
Oh, I remember reading about that.
Okay.
That's the idea that after the Big Bang, the universe expanded super fast.
Exactly. And some physicists believe that rapid expansion could have created regions of space-time that became their own separate universes.
Oh, wow.
Each with their own laws of physics and properties.
So, it's not just one universe expanding.
Right.
It's like creating a bunch of bubbles.
Yeah, great analogy.
Wow.
Like blowing bubbles,
Yeah.
The universe inflated and created these separate bubble universes.
So we've got quantum mechanics making new universes.
Yep.
Every time a particle makes a choice. String theory with hidden dimensions.
Right.
And cosmic inflation.
Yeah.
Spawning countless universes during the Big Bang.
It's a lot to take in.
It really makes you think
Right.
that our universe might just be one tiny part of a much bigger multiverse.
It really puts things in perspective.
It does.
Yeah.
But how do we know for sure?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there any way to prove any of this?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All this is so fascinating.
It is.
But is there any way to know if it's actually true?
Well, that's what scientists are trying to figure out.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got these mind-blowing theories about the multiverse.
Lots of possibilities.
But how do we go from theories to actual proof?
Right.
Like, what are scientists looking for?
Well, one of the most exciting areas is looking at the cosmic microwave background radiation.
I feel like we've touched on that before.
Yeah, we might have.
Can you remind me what that is?
It's basically like the afterglow of the Big Bang.
Oh, okay.
It fills the entire universe.
Wow.
And it's like a snapshot
Okay.
of what the universe looked like way back when.
Right.
About 380,000 years after the Big Bang.
Okay.
And some scientists think that if our universe bumped into another one early on, it would have left a mark on this radiation.
So, like, if two of these cosmic bubbles collided?
Yeah, think of it like that.
That collision would leave some sort of trace.
Exactly. And there have been some weird patterns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the cosmic microwave background radiation.
Wow.
Little things that don't quite fit with what we currently understand.
So it's like finding a strange footprint?
Yeah.
And wondering what made it?
That's a great way to put it.
What other clues are they looking for?
Another area of research is gravitational waves.
Oh, right.
You remember those, right?
Yeah, the ripples in space-time?
Yes. Caused by massive objects.
Like black holes colliding.
Exactly.
And those waves could carry information.
They could.
About the early universe.
Yes.
Maybe even about other universes.
Potentially.
So they're like time capsules.
Yeah, like...
carrying secrets.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
That's incredible.
And this is where things get even more interesting.
Okay, lay it on me.
Some scientists think quantum computers could be involved.
Quantum computers. Okay, how?
Well, they're still being developed.
Right.
But they use quantum mechanics to do calculations in ways that regular computers just can't.
So they could help us find evidence.
Some physicists think so.
Wow.
They think quantum computers could interact with...
Like parallel universes.
Yeah, or even borrow computing power from them.
Hold on, borrow power from other universes.
It sounds wild, right?
That's like straight out of sci-fi.
It is pretty out there.
But if it's possible.
It would revolutionize things.
Completely change our understanding of everything.
It's all highly speculative, of course.
Right, of course.
We're still figuring it out.
Makes sense.
But the potential is there.
Yeah.
For some groundbreaking discoveries.
So we've got scientists looking for clues in cosmic radiation. Deciphering gravitational waves and exploring quantum computers.
Right.
It's crazy to think about.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
Yeah.
But I have to ask.
Go ahead.
What about traveling to these parallel universes?
Oh, the big question.
Could we ever visit another reality?
That's where the idea of wormholes comes in.
Wormholes. I've seen those in movies.
I know, right?
You jump in a swirling vortex.
Yeah.
And you're suddenly somewhere else.
In theory, that's what a wormhole is.
Okay.
A shortcut through space-time.
Right.
Connecting different points.
So like different universes.
Maybe even different universes.
Whoa.
But there's a catch.
What's that?
We don't know if they actually exist.
Oh, right.
And even if they did,
yeah,
it's unlikely they'd be stable.
So no hopping through wormholes anytime soon.
Probably not. The energy it would take is astronomical.
We can't do that yet.
Not yet, no.
But maybe someday.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe your descendants will be doing it.
I like the way you think.
It's fun to imagine.
It is.
Yeah.
But even if we can't physically travel, just the idea of other universes.
It raises a lot of questions.
It really does.
Yeah.
What does it mean for us?
Exactly.
If there's a multiverse.
It makes you think about who we are, what we do, the meaning of life.
Those are some big questions.
They are.
And I'm ready to dive in.
Let's do it.
So we've gone deep on the science.
Yeah.
The search for proof. And even, you know, the possibility of traveling to these other universes.
Yeah, that's pretty far out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But now I want to get to the so what.
The implications.
Yeah, exactly. And if this is all real, what does it mean for us?
It changes how we think about a lot of things.
Like what?
Well, for starters, our concept of uniqueness.
Oh, interesting.
If every choice creates a new reality, there are countless versions of us out there.
Whoa.
Each one a little bit different.
So am I really unique?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, are we special?
Right.
Or just one of, like, an infinite number of variations?
It's a big question.
Yeah, it's kind of humbling.
It is.
And a little overwhelming.
To think about all those other me's out there.
Right. Living out all the paths I didn't take.
Yeah, exactly.
So do my choices even matter?
That's a great question.
Because somewhere, another me already made the opposite choice.
Some people feel like that makes things less meaningful.
Yeah, I could see that.
But others argue it actually makes them more significant.
More meaningful, how so?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
If every single choice creates a new reality, then even the tiniest decision
could have huge effects.
It could shape countless other universes.
Wow.
It's not that everything has already happened.
But that we're constantly creating new things.
Exactly. Every choice adds to the vastness of the multiverse.
So it's not about following a set path.
Not really.
It's about making our own.
Yeah, and that changes how we think about free will, too.
Oh, how so?
Instead of being limited to one path,
right,
our choices become even more powerful.
As it create new possibilities.
Exactly. New branches of reality.
It's like our lives become this ever-evolving tapestry.
A beautiful way to put it.
But what about purpose, then?
Ah, yes.
If there are infinite universes.
Does that make this life less meaningful?
Right. Like, what's the point?
It's a question philosophers have been debating forever.
I bet.
And the multiverse adds a whole new layer to it.
At first, I thought it might make everything seem less important.
I can see why you'd think that.
Like my life is just a drop in an endless ocean.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of leaning the other way.
Really?
Yeah. What if all those possibilities actually make this life more precious?
That's a really interesting thought.
Like, it's not about comparing myself to other versions.
Right.
But about appreciating this unique journey.
I like that perspective.
It's about celebrating the differences.
Yeah.
Not being bummed out by them.
Each life becomes like a unique work of art.
Oh, that's nice.
Adding to the beauty of the multiverse.
So instead of feeling insignificant,
yeah,
we should feel like even more special.
It's a way to find meaning in the vastness.
It is. It's amazing how just thinking about this changes how you see everything.
It really does shift your perspective.
It makes you wonder if even little things.
Like what?
Like, did choosing cereal for breakfast this morning
yeah.
create a universe where I had pancakes instead?
Maybe. The possibilities are endless.
It's mind-blowing.
And speaking of mind-blowing, we can't forget pop culture.
Oh, right.
The multiverse is everywhere these days.
Like in movies and stuff?
Exactly. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madnesses.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
And shows like Rick and Morty.
They really play with those ideas.
We're clearly fascinated by alternate realities.
I was like, what if things were different?
Yeah, what if there's another me out there?
Living a totally different life.
It's a fun thought experiment.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's because we're curious.
About what's out there.
Exactly. We want to explore the unknown.
And these stories let us do that.
Yeah, it's like a safe way to explore the what-ifs.
Plus, they make us think about the big questions.
Like we've been doing today.
Exactly. It's entertainment that makes you think.
And who knows? Maybe sci-fi will inspire real science.
Oh, absolutely.
Some of our biggest discoveries.
Started as someone's imagination.
It's true.
Yeah.
So it seems like the multiverse is more than just a theory.
It's a new way of seeing things.
It challenges how we think about ourselves.
And our place in the universe.
Exactly. It pushes us to think bigger.
To embrace the mystery.
Yeah. And even if we never actually prove it, just exploring these ideas has been incredible.
It's expanded our horizons.
It really has.
Yeah.
So to our listener, here's a final thought.
Okay.
As you go about your day.
Yeah.
Think about this.
Okay.
What if every choice you make
creates ripples across the multiverse?
It's a wild thought, right?
It is.
But it's also kind of inspiring.
To think about all those possibilities.
Yeah. Keep exploring, keep questioning.
Yeah, who knows what you might discover?
That's what this is all about.
Absolutely.